You good? Yeah. You too, and you too, man. Have a good weekend. Yeah. See you at fight night, man. It's gonna be a good one. Let's do it. He's definitely not taller than me. Maybe a little, maybe like a half an inch, but I don't know. But yeah, you'll see. Well, I mean, and the other thing, I don't know how big he is. It's not what wins fights, but yeah, I saw him. He's definitely not bigger than me.
Once Dricus does it, how is Chimaev going to react? I mean, Dricus has led guys to losing their responsibility, where they have lost their mind. They have lost their ability to stay controlled and understand it's a show.
Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis finally met face-to-face, and the MMA world couldn't stop talking. The fight was already hyped, but what really caught everyone's attention was just how much taller and bigger Khamzat looked compared to Dricus. Fans immediately began discussing whether the size disparity would come into play in the bout.
You good? Yeah. You too, and you too, man. Have a good weekend. Yeah. See you at fight night, man. It's gonna be a good one. Let's do it.
And following the meetup, Dricus never appeared even remotely intimidated in his post-meeting interview. He clearly explained that he simply doesn't care about the height or size difference between him and Khamzat. Dricus was speaking with absolute confidence when he mentioned that size is a mere insignificant aspect and does not decide fights.
He's definitely not taller than me. Maybe a little, maybe like a half an inch, but I don't know. But yeah, you'll see. Well, I mean, and the other thing, I don't know how big he is. It's not what wins fights, but yeah, I saw him. He's definitely not bigger than me.
That same evening, Dricus shared some behind-the-scenes details of his interaction with Khamzat during an interview. Interestingly enough, it was not confrontational or full of trash talk. It was quite respectful between the two. Both fighters seemed to show respect for one another's abilities without going overboard. This respectful atmosphere came as a surprise to many fans, particularly because build-ups to fights are usually full of fiery words.
Yeah, I saw him. I mean, there was nothing but respect. I mean, he said to me that he's happy that I'm healthy and ready to go, and I said to him right back at you. I mean, you know, it doesn't always have to be that hostile, but when the cage door closes, I'm in there to kill him.
When Dricus was questioned about his top priority heading into this bout, he stayed brief and straightforward. He visualizes only one thing in his head, and that's getting the win. He did not mention fame, belts, or hype, just the victory. Dricus said he already sees himself coming out on top when the fight ends.
I visualize this fight with me winning the belt back. You know, when we walk out there, the belt is given. There's not a champion. When we walk in there, both of us are fighting for that title, and I know I'm going home with that belt. You know, as far as he goes, I mean, I don't care what the fans see. Every time I defend that title, there's going to be a next best guy, and that's how I see him. He's the next step. He's the next guy on my way to becoming the greatest, and that's all he is.
The reason for this confidence is simple. Dricus believes in his own abilities above everything else. He believes in his training, his abilities, and his fight intelligence to do the job. Dricus noted that his previous bouts have attested that he's able to surpass difficulties and somehow emerge victorious, regardless of how difficult the rival is. To him, it's not luck or fate, it's hard work and faith in himself. This attitude has turned him into one of the division's most lethal fighters.
If Khamzat does take you down, why won't he be able to keep you down?
Because I'm better than him at every single aspect. I'm both different. I'm the champion for a reason, and he's going to find that out on Saturday night.
Kale's on in no doubts that decent energy will make it to the fight night, and the closer it gets to the press conference, Kale foresees things getting intense. He is confident trash talk is inevitable, particularly with Dricus in the picture. Sonnen pointed out that both the media and fans live off drama, and both fighters will be under pressure to come up with some verbal fireworks. For Kale, it's not a matter of whether things are going to get spicy, just a matter of when the first verbal jab comes out.
Dricus is going to be dropping some bombs on him. This is not an insult to Dricus. Adam's excited for it, and now I am too, but I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention because Chimaev's not Mr. Nice Guy at these press conferences. He's just not personal. Chimaev will not come at you personally. He won't be nice. He will let you know and let everybody know, I'm going to smash this guy. This guy has zero chance. I'm going to take his goals, his money, his reputation, and in this case, his belt. And I'm going to do it one-sidedly. He will let you know. He will come up and he will speak up for himself. He won't speak down about the opponent. Dricus has no known boundaries.
Chael took it one step further, stating that Dricus has no boundaries when it comes to trash talk. He's famous for getting in his opponent's head by broaching sensitive personal issues that have the ability to make even the coolest-headed fighters go berserk. Chael called Dricus a man who can completely flip the mental switch on his opponent before the bout even begins. He doesn't speak for hype, he speaks to elicit genuine emotional responses that have the power to impact performance in the cage.
Once Dricus does it, how is Chimaev going to react? I mean, Dricus has led guys to losing their responsibility, where they have lost their mind. They have lost their ability to stay controlled and understand it's a show.
Previously, Dricus has employed these strategies to get in the minds of top fighters. The best example is when he got in Israel Adesanya's mind, causing him to become unnerved and even shout in anger at a press conference. That performance was evidence that Dricus isn't afraid to knock down boundaries and strike personal issues if it'll get inside his opponent's head before they even get in the cage.
You touched the subject there because I do this for my family. I do this for the people I love, and I'll fight for you forever, I swear to God. Watch this. Look, I'm a human being. I am a man. I can cry and whoop your ass at the same time.
Another instance was Sean Strickland. Dricus invoked Sean's history of violence with his dad, a very personal and hurtful subject, as part of his insults. Though most regarded it as going too far, Dricus didn't disappoint. This kind of chatter would be too much for some, but it's proof to shake his competition. Chael's caution regarding Dricus' psychological warfare is not speculation, it's supported by instances like these that have already transpired in the grandest of stages.
Bro, why are you so angry? Bro, you think your dad beat the shit out of you? Your dad doesn't have shit on me. I'm gonna show you what it's like to beat you. I mean, every childhood memory you have is gonna come back when I'm in there with you. Every single one, the one where you lie in bed at night, where your dad comes in and he beats the shit out of you.
I will take your fucking soul, you understand me, you fucking yeah, you laugh, you
yeah, oh, I got a nerve. I see I hit a nerve there.
Yeah, you did hit a nerve, you go ice your ankle, you coward. Oh,
Despite this past, Chael Sonnen feels Khamzat could be different. He believes Khamzat will react to Dricus' words, but won't totally lose his cool like Israel or Strickland did. Chael envisions Khamzat having some trash talk, but still having his overall attention on the fight itself. The mental warfare will be significant, but Chael feels Khamzat's mentality and discipline could prevent him from being pulled into an all-out emotional conflict before fight night.
Chimaev will not come at you personally. He won't be nice. He will let you know and let everybody know, I'm going to smash this guy. This guy has zero chance. I'm going to take his goals, his money, his reputation, in this case, his belt. And I'm going to do it one-sidedly. He will let you know. He will come up and he will speak up for himself.
In addition to Chael's opinion, Michael Venom Page has also had some things to say on the fight. He admitted to Dricus' unorthodox and unpredictable way of living, which has caused many opponents problems in the past. MVP stated Dricus' unorthodox movement and abnormal timing can confuse fighters, particularly those accustomed to a more orthodox rhythm. Nevertheless, as much as MVP admired Dricus' style, he wasn't entirely certain it would be sufficient to get the victory against a fighter as lethal as Khamzat.
He seems that, and I used an example earlier on, which I feel is fitting, and as you as a fighter will understand. Sometimes you can spar some, like new guys in the gym, just like they don't have the experience, but they hit you because they do some crazy stuff. They can wing their hands and just do random stuff, and it lands because it's not a conventional punch or it's not a conventional kick. That's what Duplessis represents for me, but at the highest level. And his fights seem messy. Like there's nothing about him that says if I was to see him on the rise, I would ever pick him to say, okay, that's going to be the guy, the next guy that's going to be a world champion. But one thing he does exceptionally well is he knows how to grind out a win. He just seems to know. Seems to find his way to success.
Even accepting Dricus' positives, MVP still didn't choose him to win the bout. In MVP's opinion, Khamzat's skill set, athleticism, and constant pressure may prove too much for Dricus to overcome throughout the duration of the bout. MVP said that although the fight will be competitive, Khamzat's physicality and his speed may prove to overwhelm Dricus. For MVP, it wasn't disrespecting Dricus, it was just that he viewed Khamzat's overall game as a better package for this specific contest.
This will be the last time I bet against him. If he beats Khamzat, I'm never betting against him ever again. Like I'm literally Ever again. I don't care if you lot are telling me he's going to be fighting John Jones. I'm going to be like, he's going to win. I don't care. I'm telling everyone this now. I'm edging Khamzat because I've had the privilege of getting to see him as well. But yeah, DDP just seems to know how to find his way to victory. So if he wins again, then yeah, never again. Never again.
Speaking about the cardio controversy, MVP said that casual fans would not even realize this, but he has witnessed actual improvement in Khamzat's style. In his opinion, Khamzat now competes with greater maturity and calmness than before in his career. MVP pointed out that mastering your rhythm and remaining calm in critical moments is an ability most combatants spend years acquiring, but Khamzat appears to be a quick learner. Such a transformation could make all the difference if the bout extends into later rounds.
Although it was short, in the short space of time, I saw a different shift in his energy. He wasn't as, I call him like Crash Bandicoot. He comes out and it's all guns blazing. I'm throwing everything out my toolbox immediately. But that last one, he seemed a lot more composed. He looked like he was taking his time. If he does that, he seems like he's matured. If he does that in this fight, he can do 5 rounds and he'll be dangerous for 5 rounds.
MVP then explained what he would do if he were Khamzat. His words were straightforward: remain calm, do not get into a wild fight, and concentrate on taking advantage of Khamzat's own positives to close off Dricus' attack. He stressed adhering to a clever game plan instead of getting entangled and establishing a point. For MVP, the fighter who keeps his head on straight and executes the proper game plan will be the winner when the cage door closes.
If it was me, and if I'm Khamzat, I come in striking first. You know, I come in faking takedowns and landing big overhands, faking takedowns, because DDP gets hit and gets hit a lot. He's hard to kill, but he gets hit a lot. You fake, and like I said, he does have crazy power in his hands, and you fake and you jump knee, you fake, you land overhands, you fake, and make him confused, because now he's like, well, I got to keep my hands up because I'm getting hit lows, and then you start to wrestle. You'll be more. I feel like he'll be more successful in his wrestling than if he starts. Everyone kind of knows and expects that you're going to start with your wrestling, so I can be a little bit better prepared. And instead of using your ego and still being like, well, I'm so good at wrestling, I'm going to get you down anyway, and drain yourself. Let's be more tactical.
Interestingly, MVP's suggestion was the same that Khabib Nurmagomedov also told Khamzat to do. Khabib's strategy for Khamzat was to utilize his wrestling, control the tempo, and not take unnecessary risks. Both men concurred that Khamzat doesn't have to prove himself in a crazy back and forth. He simply must play to his skills and control it. The fact that 2 top-level fighters are saying the same thing indicates the respect for Khamzat's potential if he keeps playing it the right way.
Я думаю, что мое личное мнение, я бы Хамзату посоветовал бы, чтобы он в стойке дрался с ним.
Но мне кажется, вот как будто вот его стиль такой, что с первых минут атаку, как будто его надо придерживаться, нет, этого стиля?
Прикинь, если я делал бы, я бы посоветовал бы по-другому.
Да.
Вот чисто по боксу пустых, Хамзат лучше. Вот чисто по боксу. Это мое мнение. Просто здесь есть такой момент. Ты можешь сфорсировать события. Там раунд, 2. Но если ты его не финишируешь, ты очень много энергии потратишь. А потом надо в чемпионских боях.
Regardless of whether Khamzat takes their advice or not, Dan Smith, a former UFC fighter, had another issue with Khamzat, his lack of activity. Smith posited that if Khamzat becomes champion but fails to fight often, it would do the division harm. Fans and fighters both desire an active champion who makes the division tick. Smith's statement brought to light just how much the UFC wants to see consistent title defenses, and how inactivity can garner criticism even for someone as talented as Khamzat. Dana White, though, quickly put those concerns to rest. At a recent press conference, the UFC president indicated that he has no worry about Khamzat's activity level if he becomes the champion. Dana made it clear that provided Khamzat remains healthy and available, he wants him to fight frequently. In Dana's eyes, Khamzat has the drive and hunger to be an exciting champion, and he doesn't believe inactivity will be a problem for the division moving forward.
I fucked that up. If Khamzat beats DDP, are you worried that he will not be an active champion because of his past inactivity?
No.
If you're all excited about this bout, subscribe so you don't miss the post-fight analysis. This is going to be a fight that's going to shake up the division, and we're covering every moment of it here.